Radio IMSA dimanapun Anda berada. Masih dari studio mini Radio IMSA di Atlanta, Georgia. Saya Imus akan menemani Anda di podcast kali ini. Dan untuk episode kali ini kita punya, we get a special guest from one of our sponsor for this Muktamar event. Beliau ini adalah Direktur CEO dari Sifar Family Foundation. Dan ya, kita akan mengenal lebih dekat lagi. We gotta talk to him a little bit more about his foundation and all that stuff. Stay tune sampai podcast kita selesai. Jangan di skip videonya ya. Saya akan langsung menyapa nih, brother. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
How are you, brother?
Wallahi, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
So happy to be here.
Happy, yeah. So your name is brother Yildirim, ya? Yildirim?
Yildirim.
Sifar. Masya Allah. So, brother, before we talking about Sifar Family Foundation, maybe I wanna get to know you a little bit more. So, brother Yildirim, you originally from Turkey.
Correct.
Yeah. And
after my graduation, if I was able to find the money to buy a return ticket, I would have gone back, but I didn't have the money. So for that reason, I stayed and I got married, and here we are 51 years later, and married with a lovely Indonesian wife. Her name is Santi Sivar, and I have 7 kids altogether between my wife and I, and we are happy to live in Jacksonville, Florida. And every time we mention Indonesians or Turkish community that we live in Florida, they all think about Miami. But Jacksonville is also a beautiful town.
Okay, yeah. So Turkey and Indonesia, yeah. So basically in Indonesia also Turkey very people very well known. A lot of Indonesians want to go to Turkey and even just for vacation, even find husband from Turkey. But just so happen you guys live in United States in Florida. Your wife is Indonesia and have 5 kids together. 5 kids together, yeah. 7 kids together, mashallah. So you've been in how many? What you think about Muktamar?
I love Muktamar because I really come in with open mind and try to learn, and having multiple sessions, and you are able to pick up the ones that interest you, the ones that you are willing to learn, is I think makes it very valuable for me. And every year I go back home and my wife and I, we discuss that, we learn a lot of things and we met a lot of people, and I think it's a great gathering.
Masya Allah. Jadi guys, Muktamar is not only in bahasa, banyak juga materinya itu in English. So you also can learning stuff in English, not necessary in bahasa only. And then the speaker also, we invite speaker itu dari Indonesia, dari Malaysia, dan juga dari US, dari local speaker. Now we're gonna go to the business, deep down to the Sifar Family Foundation. Maybe you can share with me what is background with the Sifar Family Foundation.
Okay, gladly. Sivar Family Foundation is a new foundation that is a private, independent grant-making organization, and we are dedicated to advancing the opportunity through civic education. What it means really, over the years, as I mentioned earlier, I've been here for 51 years, and they went through the same curve like every other immigrant, successful or not, but at the end, you really want to give back to the community that really brought you to this level of wealth or level of knowledge. So you want to really share this. So I'm 72 years old. So for that reason, I decided last year, taking the funds from our living trust, we have a family trust, and bringing it to a foundation where this foundation can really distribute the money to those nonprofits that really take care of the most vulnerable people, immigrants, people that disadvantaged. Okay. So all those communities, they can apply for a grant. We have if you are able to give our website, they will be able to pick up an application on the website, fill out the application, and between the range of $10,000 to $25,000, we are able to extend grants
Mashallah, mashallah.
for those who are qualified.
So you fill
Yes.
up the application, but
Yes.
then you still have to go through all these procedures who qualify for the grant or for the
Absolutely,
program.
absolutely, absolutely. There's always a limited amount of money, and then we obviously look at all the applications and then award those that we believe that this money will be served the best way.
And then the application can be in America or in Indonesia or in Turkey. How that works?
Well, we try to keep it on Northeast Florida with Jacksonville around that area, but we are also open if there is a compelling application that really warrants a grant. No matter where they are, we will do that. But I think our priorities and where we
Local,
live is
okay.
local.
They need it toward education. Is that correct?
Yes, education, and the reason being, my father, Dr. Nedim Sivar, he was really a passionate advocate of education. And he was the first person in his family who went to high school. And prior to him, nobody even went to high school in this
this
family.
is back in Turkey.
Yeah, in 1920s.
This is in Turkey.
In
or-
Turkey, of
Oh,
course,
okay.
of course. And then, he was very passionate about education, and he always said that, if you really go to school and be successful, I will make sure I'll find the money to support you. So my father's dedication to education really motivated me to open this foundation and be able to write the grants for those organizations that help the education.
And then how long this foundation?
Our trust has been there for 10 years, but this foundation is only 1 year old. We just
so it's a brand
formed
new,
this
huh?
brand new one,
Mashallah.
and we are hoping that we will have enough applications this year to write the grants. And we really want to uplift economically and socially disadvantaged groups, communities, including but not limited to refugees, immigrants, Muslim communities. And our mission is to really open a pathway of mutual learning, spark innovation, civic engagement. I think with the civic engagements, we are able to really succeed and overcome some of our social problems.
Mashallah, mashallah. First, congratulations for
Thank you.
shares, yeah, for shares, and
Thank
we also would like to give our gratitude for your support with IMSA community for this conference. Mashallah, it mean a lot for us, and as a community here and there, of course, we need all the resources we can get, and then helping also we go back to the community what they need. And so, what is your what you call is like the message out there for
The message is going back to your recent comments about sponsoring the Muktamar. It was a no-brainer. It was really quick because, as you mentioned, Muktamar does a lot of educational programming, and we are all about education. So that was very easy for us to sponsor the Muktamar. Going forward, really, we want to make sure that by this application, by this initiative, we really want to have all the disadvantaged communities, kids, and then members, they know that there is a path to go to succeed in life.
Okay. Again, thank you, Brother Yildim, for your time, and also not necessarily only as my guest today, also as a participant in Muktamar 9 years, mashallah. And then you got to know Indonesian people, eat the Indonesian food, huh?
Of course, of course.
There's no kebab for us today, but we have this all Indonesian food, and
Of course.
mashallah, mashallah. It feel like brotherhood, like very close. Turkey and Indonesia feel like we are like the two countries that close to each other.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely. And then there is quite a few Indonesian community members in Turkey every time I visit, and my wife makes sure that we go and see and find them out. And there's an increasing number of Indonesians live in Turkey right now.
Okay, so you back and forth also in have you been in Indonesia a couple times, huh? Multiple.
I've been there many times. yes.
Which part in Jakarta?
Jakarta, in
Jakarta, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I did take trips to Sumatra, to Aceh, to other towns in Bali, and so on and so forth, Bandung. But my wife's family is in Jakarta.
Jakarta, ya, Masya Allah. Before my closing here, Inshallah, sahabat Radio IMSA, I would like to share Kang Igun barangkali bisa bantu saya juga untuk I want to share the Silver Family Foundation banner here in the middle, Kang Igun. So I would like to share with my audience today, inshallah, so you guys know the Silver Foundation, one of the sponsor for IMSA community. Kang Igun kira-kira bisa ditaruh di tengah, dipindah di sini. Sahabat Radio IMSA, ini adalah foundationnya. Dan seperti Anda bilang, barangkali saya jelaskan sedikit in Indonesia. I'm gonna explain a little bit in Indonesia, so my audience also in Indonesia will understand that ini foundasinya memang didedikasi dari ayah beliau yang memang dedikasinya for the education ya. The Sifar Family Foundation, alhamdulillah mereka juga menjadi bagian dari Muktamar IMSA kali ini. Masya Allah, kami butuh dukungan Anda semua juga ya. Dan the people who do interest for your foundation, they wanna get to know more where they should go.
They should go to our website. Website is www.sivarfamilyfoundation.org, and then they will find the application. They will find all the background and the key roles and what our purpose is. Everything is on the website.
Okay, so all the information you guys can get there, sifafamilyfoundation.org.
Yes.
Jadi Sifa ini judulnya ada di atas, tinggal di .org, dan they based in Jacksonville, Florida. Alhamdulillah, ini informasi yang bisa Anda dapat untuk sponsor kita kali ini. Mudah-mudahan informasi yang saya berikan bisa bermanfaat buat Anda. If you gotta who those watching this program also participate in Muktamar this year, you can stop by also at the bazaar. They have a booth in the bazaar, just explain here, inshallah. Brother Yoldrin, thank you so much for your time, for your knowledge, and wish you the best for your foundation, inshallah. And we all gonna support all the way for you.
Thank you very much, and I appreciate your taking time and making this recognition, and all the best in Muktamar for all our participants.
Insya baik, sahabat Radio IMSA, untuk episode Muktamar kali ini, di episode podcast kita akhiri dulu. Ketemu lagi di narasumber for the next guest, insya Allah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.